Hey guys, Will here, and today we're going to be looking at these two knives, a new contender for best and worst French knives 2024. Long overdue. Stay tuned. Okay, so the knife brand is Fontenille Pataud. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is the package that it came with. Paper, not so inspiring, but a nice little message. It's nice and endearing to have. You have a, certificate for the knife, showing that you bought from them, and some other leaflets. Nothing so special, but that's okay because the knife itself is nice. The pouch that comes with is nice. Established in 1929. Online sales started in 1999. The workshop is in Thiers, France. And it looks like to be a pretty cool company. Let me just show you the first knife. Take out of the sleeve. First of all, when you open the package, all you smell is the leather. Very nice, fine leather. Nice stitching. And the leather matches the knife contours. Very nice, right? One side made from the saddle of a championship racehorse, the other the foreskin of an African child. So let me just start with the first knife. This knife is the Thiers Nature full fat. I wrote this down: full fat carbon black draw. What a mouthful! And so you have carbon fiber in this modern looking knife, modern design, and it's super light. Look at that filigree work. Super nice. And the second knife as a contender is Laguiole Nature Classic Range with the gold sheet scale. Very nice, made from 24 karat gold in a transparent acrylic resin. Okay, so these are the two knives that's new contenders inside best and worst. And of course you can comment below what kind of other knives, the brands that you recommend, and then I can take a look in the future. So let's start with these knives. Let's start with the company. What's great about the company is that they have so many designs that are both like modern and classic, and also the materials that they work with is both modern and classic, inorganic or organic. So you have like a lot of choices as a knife buyer to choose how you want the knife to be towards your taste, which is nice. And also they basically built to order. So when I ordered this, I just selected everything I wanted. They build a knife and they ship. And it's like having your own custom knife maker. So I think that's really great, instead of just having a whole bunch of knives that you select from, which is sometimes makes it difficult when you're purchasing. That's great that they have a huge selection of knives and they have a lot of materials to choose from. So that's really great. Also great, free shipping, lifetime guarantee, 100% handmade. Handmade is one of those things that I kind of like look more as marketing, because every knife is handmade. Every knife shop, if you cut the electricity, they no longer can make knives because they're all using some sort of machinery. You know, they're punching steel, they're using electric grinders and stuff like that, and polishers. So I think it's better described as saying like it's traditionally made, because that can be harder, and which is why I think sometimes the tolerance cannot be as tight. So some people might think I'm too picky about that, and you're supposed to give maybe more leeway room. But I want to argue that in my previous video that I was complaining about a particular brand, and that brand was Laguiole on Aubrac. Complain about the quality I got from their knives, and I just put it on the worst list in that range because the quality wasn't good that was coming out of it, and some people think I'm too picky. But I think this brand is it's evidence that you can make it the traditional way, and that it could be made with quality and with precision. So let me start by showing why I consider this brand from the very, very start. And it's this. Come take a look at this. Now, isn't that insane? Not only did they want to center the knife perfectly centered, they made a little pocket for that centered knife to go into. So that, I feel like that's so brave and crazy. That's crazy. a crazy act. And once I saw that, I knew that I wanted to have this brand and try it out. Okay, so what's the reason they did that? Well, they write on their page that this is for, what do they say? Good handle and blade balance. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if that's just marketing or not. Never felt any of these knives are out of balance, but that's such a show-off piece to have that really tight tolerance. And it is evidence that the French can do it. They can really do the precision, right, in the traditional way. Okay, so this is Thiers Nature carbon fiber, super lightweight. Let's get it on the scale. It should be around 50. They stayed 55, but it's 50. They stated around 50, but it's around 55. Okay, 55 is quite light. It's hard to explain how light this is. I guess there's no liners or anything inside, so you have this metal, which is beautiful. This is all done by hand. You don't have the B, but this is a more modern design. You have a locking interface. This, which is nice. I don't think you really need a lock, but it's just like I guess additional show-off feature to be able to lock it in. Because I think most people are using this for small tasks and for food mostly. They do offer customization, so if you wanted to put initials or a date, so it can make a great gift that way. The cost of this is €265. I think I paid less, but I bought this in 221, so this is a long overdue review. Overall, folded should be around 11 and a half. Let's just check. That's about right. 11 and a half. Open. I'll take their word for it. Should be 20 centimeters. So a nice medium size. It's not a small size, but it's also not a large size. But I think this is very nice for food. See the blade grind. You have some lines from the grind. Nice tip. Everything's even. And of course, when you close it, it's also even. They also have a back little pin that catches on the inside. So it doesn't, you don't have to, well, you're supposed to be a gentleman and not slam the blade in when you close it, but I think that saves the blade edge as well. And let's take another look at that. Ooh. That's worth the price of admission in itself right there. So this particular model, I think it's a pretty cool model. Oh, the steel is 14C28N stainless steel. Nothing special. And I honestly don't think you need a special super steel for these type of knives because it's just the task matches. So you get something like this. They're so easy to touch up, and so you can just use it in the restaurant, and it may dull if you're hitting the plate, for example. But then you can just ceramic rods and touch it up very quickly, and it'll give you a very low maintenance and long life during your ownership. Very nice leather case. And now let's look at its counterpart. So modern, lightweight. I can already feel that this thing is so much heavier. Okay, so this is a Laguiole Nature Classic Range Gold Sheet. Oof, 98 grams. It's like almost double the weight. But that weight can also feel like quality. Maybe if you're giving it as a gift, you may want to get this one instead. So nice mirror finish, beautiful. There's my iPhone. Okay, nice polished edge. Let's look at the back. All hand done. This is for your finger when you're unlocking it. There's a B, and they do call it a B. I've seen people argue whether it was a horsefly or B, but they do call it a B. Very nice, and they advertise as this is one piece, not soldered in, so or welded together. So that just means it's extra work. And how the centering is, you're looking at, yeah, centered. Open that sucker up. Ooh, and it just, maybe that's what you are paying for. I don't think you need a locking. I know they have a non-locking style, but clacks in like a bank vault, solid and high quality. Very awesome. This is also the normal steel. This is how you unlock it, just like so. Push it down. Voila. Amazing. I should get the measurements. Let's get the measurement. We are looking at 12, about 12 close. So it's about the same as the other one. Let's see. I'm never gonna measure this. It's too long for my ruler. Brought the wrong ruler, but let's see. It is longer. So this is more pocket friendly versus this one. So I would say like between the two, this one's so lightweight. It's so crazy lightweight that you actually can just keep it in your bag for carrying at all times. And then you'll never be without it. And this will be something that you may consider not to carry because it's a little bit heavier. But this is more elegant. It's a different style. It depends, I guess, on what restaurant or your personal style. You might be more modern and minimalist, then you might like this. So that's great. Like I said before, how they offer different types of models and materials, so you have a choice, and you can just buy multiple, just like me. I think I went for the gold foil, gold sheet, because I was buying crypto at that time. There is a con, which breaks my heart, because the quality is so good, and I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Now if you contact the company, they'll tell you that it's different lighting, but if you look and you see and you notice, one side is clear and one side is black. It's supposed to be transparent, so this is kind of transparent, but I don't know if this is a difficult material to work with or this was just an irregularity of the material, but I wish they caught on this because I wasn't so happy about it and I complained. So this is my con about this company. I complained about this knife not being equal, and they were saying it was the lighting. I was telling them it was not the lighting, so not even, and that kind of bugs me. So if you know, like basically on I guess people say I'm picky, but that's fine. I'm picky then. Yeah, so I contact them, complain about it. The guy was like saying it's the lighting, and then I sent them last email. This is back in 2021. I said that no, it's not the lighting. Then I had never heard back from them again. At that time, I was just thinking I was gonna just sell it off. But the problem is that because it's brand new, and people ask, like, "Oh, why are you selling this? Brand new, it looks good." And it's like I just have to tell them, be honest, it's not even. And as soon as you tell people that, they don't want it anymore. So I actually can't sell this. Maybe so that just kind of makes it that I'm not crazy, I think, and how picky I am. So yeah, I couldn't sell this. So let me showcase the other knives. Might as well put the best and worst and put this smack in the middle where it belongs. I probably need more French knives, I think, because this is a pathetic lineup. It's not much. I know there's a lot more out there. Okay. And number one in order, Opinel. Opinel is one of the best knives design out there. Not just the best French knife. It is amazing knife. It's cheap. The lock is amazing that you can lock it closed. You can lock it open, and it's a variable lock. Even if there's some kind of wear, it's going to be rock solid from day one to the final day that you own it. Wood handle is nice and light. It is super comfortable. I've seen people use this for whittling besides food. I got this with the wine. I don't drink wine, but I thought it looked cool and less offensive, and so people don't interpret it as a weapon. Con, it is kind of boring, but there are plenty of groups that modify these, so I think you can modify if you're really bored at it. But really amazing design, and one of the best designs ever. Besides being French, easily the number one French knife that I believe. And my love affair, Roland Lannier. Oh God, I love his even when I look at this now, I think this is like my top 3 knife of my ownership. I probably own 3 dozen knives and sold off 4 dozen at least. This I can never sell ever, and I have never used this knife. It's just too beautiful, I think. It's too beautiful of a knife. There's no exposed hardware, super smooth action. Looks like that. Amazing. Polished carbon fiber. Glow in the dark. Let's get this. I don't know if I can get that to show, but glow in the dark blue. Just this guy, I think he's more than an artist. I like to call him a mad scientist or mad genius or something like that. He's always experimenting with different types of materials, and you can find his knives in fine restaurants. That's how good he is. Great stuff. Expensive. Around the 400 range, I think, right now. But I think worth every penny, and I think you deserve it as well to own one of his knives. I think it's one of these kind of knives that, over the long run, just like dividing to the amount of years of ownership, it's going to give you generations of happy ownership. Awesome. Then smack in the middle, amazing craftsmanship from this company, Fontenille Pataud, and amazing selection. Just the only thing I can complain about is the customer service. So it's kind of like whatever you buy and whatever you receive is what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get. They do have a guarantee that's probably, I guess, in failure in use. Maybe someone in the mechanic something fails, but probably wouldn't. It's a simple design. But yeah, wasn't happy with that. So it's kind of like a neutral buy. I can't say. I could say it's a bang for buck for sure. So 238 and 265 euros. I think they're worth whatever they're asking. They're all fair price. So I think this kind of bang a buck, easily mid-grade, mid-level. I don't want to say it's a neutral. It's basically I can forget it. I can say I can recommend this brand, but if you ask me if I'm going to buy the brand again, the answer is no, because I just don't like the customer service from the owner. Okay, and then the brand that I didn't like, that a lot of people think I'm nuts about, and the Laguiole Aubrac. This guy who's doing this work. Maybe that's why. Look at that thing. It's like slanted in, and this is bulging out. This guy, whoever this guy who worked on this, and even the wood wasn't stabilized, so it's darkened. Should have been multicolor. But yeah, it just got dirty, and I felt like they did shortcuts in this. So I feel like this is kind of a knife that you can't pass down through the generation. Oh, you can, but I wouldn't. I would rather have something of higher quality. And some people will accept the flaws of it and discount it as the traditional knife making is harder. Yeah, you can say it's harder, the traditional knife making ways that they're using. But Exhibit A, Fontenille Pataud, what they can do like this, perfection, shows you that the French can do it. So I think this is just someone who's mass making it. He's lazy. He doesn't give a shit. He really doesn't give a shit about the quality. So yeah, not my favorites. Sure, you can recommend this. I can recommend them. Just be mindful. Whatever you get is what you get, based on my thing. I don't think you're gonna get any better we're not gonna get any special treatment better than a YouTube reviewer as a person. Anyway, that's my 2024 update of best and worst French knives. And again, if you have any recommendations or you agree or disagree, you can comment below. And as always, thanks for the subscribers and the likes. This channel's nothing without the subscribers, so thanks a lot. And that's it. See you next time.
Yeah.